It's Thursday, October 23rd.
We will have to do less of some of the things that we want to do so we can do more of what we must do.
In a pre-budget address to Canadians, Prime Minister Mark Carney is promising more investment balanced with less spending.
When I found out Malaya left, I knew there was no sense searching anymore. It started making me think, I don't think these babies wandered off.
The grandmother of 2 children in Nova Scotia who have now been missing for nearly 6 months speaks out.
I'm a nightmare. I'm a mess, but right now I'm just trying to hold it together. You know, I have 2 other kids and and I have 8 grandkids.
We now know the identity of the woman killed before her baby was the subject of an Amber Alert this week, as the suspect is shot and killed by police.
That's not right for the people, so we're reviewing that right now.
Remember the pain of buying Taylor Swift tickets or trying to? It's happening again with the World Series, and Ontario Premier Doug Ford is looking at bringing back a policy to cap resale prices. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to Your Morning. I'm Anne-Marie Mediwake.
Good morning indeed. Hello, I'm Teddy Wilson.
And I'm Michelle Jobin. Hope your day's off to a great start.
Yes, happy Thursday indeed.
Yes.
It is Thursday.
So you got the World Series tickets you were looking for?
I got lots. Does anybody want any extras?
Yeah.
I'm just giving them away. They were very reasonably priced, too. Just kidding, didn't get any. And that story is actually in our newscast coming up as well. Yeah. Let's turn to some of the headlines we're following for you. We begin in Ottawa. Prime Minister Mark Carney promising investment and warning of sacrifices in his pre-budget address to the nation. The Prime Minister delivered his speech in front of students at the University of Ottawa. He promised his first government's budget will include, quote, generational investments in areas such as home building and industrial projects. The Prime Minister also said Canada will double its non-U.S. exports over the next 10 years. New investments are expected to be balanced with less spending.
We won't transform our economy easily or in a few months. It will take some sacrifices, and it will take some time.
Prime Minister Carney repeated his promise to find savings in government, but he did say programs like national child care will be protected. The Liberals will table their budget on November the 4th. And the Liberals are downplaying the possibility of going to an election when asked if they're worried the government could fall over next month's budget.
If there has to be an election, we will confidently take our plan to the people. But we don't think an election is necessary. Parliament will depend on...
On Tuesday, Liberal House Leader Steve McKinnon questioned whether they'll be able to pass the budget, but members of Parliament sounded more confident as they headed into a caucus meeting yesterday. Opposition leaders are not making any commitments as of yet.
If he takes my suggestions of bringing down the deficit to the level the Liberal government promised, of getting rid of the hidden taxes on food, well, then let's have a look at it.
They know our conditions, and if they wake up a little bit late, it's once again their problem.
Prime Minister Carney met with opposition leaders ahead of his pre-budget speech yesterday. Clean energy will be on the agenda today when the Prime Minister visits a nuclear generating station. He'll be in Durham region near Toronto today touring the Darlington plant. The Prime Minister will be joined by Ontario Premier Doug Ford to announce what his office calls a generational investment to create new careers and build Canada's clean energy future. Well, hundreds of workers have now been laid off at a commercial truck manufacturer in Quebec, something the union says is related to the ongoing tariff war between Canada and the United States.
A year ago, we were getting, I believe, 92 trucks out every day, and that number is going to be down to 18.
Commercial truck manufacturer PACCAR laid off around 300 workers at its plant north of Laval. It comes days after the U.S. imposed 25% tariffs on the import of medium and heavy-duty vehicles. Unifor Quebec says more than 90% of trucks that roll off the assembly line at the plant are destined for the American market. And just a year ago, production was expected to ramp up. PACCAR's headquarters are in Seattle, and the company declined to comment. Well, it's been nearly 6 months since 2 young children went missing in Nova Scotia, and we're now hearing from their paternal grandmother.
Your grandchildren are what you leave this world. They're a part of you. I hold them all accountable. I don't know how 2 kids can go missing.
Belinda Gray says she hadn't seen her grandchildren, Lily and Jack Sullivan, in years after her relationship with the children's mother declined. The 2 children were reported missing from their home in Pictou County on May the 2nd. Gray says she joined the search herself, but that hope quickly turned to suspicion for her after the children's mother left the area. The RCMP say they've combed through every possible lead, but Gray feels police could have acted faster. We now know the identity of the mother of the baby who was the subject of an Amber Alert, as the alleged suspect and infant's dad was shot by police.
There was an interaction involving the man and the officers, and then there was a discharge of a firearm at the man. The man was struck multiple times.
The man, 38-year-old Anthony DeShepper, was pronounced dead on scene outside the gas station in Niagara Falls, and Ontario's Special Investigations Unit now looking into the incident. The Amber Alert first went out Tuesday afternoon after a 29-year-old woman was fatally shot in Brampton, allegedly by DeShepper. He then, according to police, took off with his 1-year-old child in the back seat. Investigators are describing the homicide as an intimate partner violence-related incident. CTV News has confirmed the woman's identity through family as 29-year-old Savannah Kula, a mother of 4 young children. Well, Ontario Premier Doug Ford says he understands fans' frustration over the price of World Series tickets.
My personal opinion, I got to talk to the whole team, but they're gouging the people. When you have one player in the market that controls the tickets, that's not right for the people.
Tickets for the World Series sold out in about 30 minutes, with many popping back on the resale market at eye-popping prices. Premier Ford now says his government is considering legislation to cap resale prices, but it was his government that scrapped part of a law limiting resale markups to 50%. A Liberal MPP tabled a motion yesterday to bring back the policy. King Charles is at the Vatican this morning for a historic meeting with Pope Leo. The King and Queen Camilla were greeted by church officials as they arrived for the state visit. In a symbol of unity between the Church of England and the Catholic Church, the British monarch and Pope will pray together for the first time in 500 years. The prayer will be part of a service at the Sistine Chapel. This is also the first meeting between King Charles and Pope Leo. Well, here's one for all the fans of the Backstreet Boys and Taylor Swift. Oh yeah, head bopping indeed. AJ McLean posted this video to social media which featured a mashup of Swift's new song, Elizabeth Taylor, and the Backstreet Boys classic, Everybody. And Taylor Swift appeared thrilled about it as well, commenting, "Oh, hi, AJ. Oh, my God. Everybody." I interviewed AJ McLean right here on Your Morning not that long ago. Yeah, it's fantastic.